Welcome to episode 83 of Family Life Mornings. We're a morning radio show hosted by Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life, a network of stations across New York and Pennsylvania. Our podcast, some of the moments from the week you might have missed. You know, like how things are different than when you were a kid?
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home.
No! Angry nursery rhymes. Oh. We didn't get to the wee.
If you stick around long enough, this will all start to make sense.
It's Family Life Mornings with Steve, Terese, and Randy.
Christine, and I live in Dayton.
All right, Christine, this creature does not have eyeballs and said to have fixed eye tubes that require them to move their entire head to look in different directions. Can you name the creature?
Is it a sea snail?
No, it's not a sea snail.
Okay.
Daisy Rogers, Oil City. Worm.
No, not worms.
Ooh.
Hi, Chris and Addison. Owl.
Who?
Who?
That never gets old, does it?
Who?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I'm going to give you one chance here, okay? Whose idea do you think it was that after you gave the answer, we would all say, who?
If I had to guess, it was probably Steve.
All
Well
right.
done. Well done.
Who?
You got that Family Life t-shirt for getting today's Monday morning brainstorm and for just being a great sport.
Thank you.
Thanks for making us a part of your day. We're a friend you can turn to. Family Life.
Connect and serve. Connect and serve. Sounds like I'm giving tennis lessons, doesn't it? No, you don't want tennis lessons from me. Connect and serve. Do you ever wonder why you have certain passions that you do about things? Could be a hobby, could be whatever. And sometimes if you thought like, well, this is kind of an odd thing or unusual, I wonder why I am interested in this. Well, a North Carolina woman had a couple of passions, horses and reading. Well, you're not going to teach the horse to read, obviously, so what can she do with that? Well, she did saddle up and read. She takes her horses and a trailer full of books to inspire kids to improve literacy. So, yeah, she takes those passions to do what? Connect and serve.
It's okay if you're not ready to wake up yet. We'll just turn the music down and talk softer.
Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life Mornings.
I know all of us, including you, Brandon, everybody would take $5,000 to test slippers. They're looking for a slipper tester.
Yeah.
Slippers, the things you wear around the house. What I'm curious about, because everybody would take that, is what you wear around the house. I'm going to start with Brandon. What kind of footwear do you wear casually around the house?
I guess I'm more of a natural man or a mountaineer in the true sense. So I had to go barefoot or socks.
Oh, barefoot or socks?
Yeah.
All right. Terese, what do you
Well,
wear?
I used to be more barefoot, but then the girl who does my pedicures is like, you wouldn't have such bad calluses if you would wear something around the house. And so I usually wear my fur-lined Crocs. They're like fleece little lined. It's not fur, okay? It's just fleece. But, yeah, they're very warm.
Randy, what are you currently wearing right now?
Right now, I have on these slippers that are boot slippers. They go up over my ankles, and they are very warm, very comfortable.
Okay.
They're like Uggs. Randy wears Uggs at home.
I wear sliders around the house.
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes with socks, sometimes without
Like the
socks.
Adidas ones? Is that what you mean? Okay.
Yeah, those kind of things. And isn't that interesting? There's four of us, and we wear four different things around the house, and nobody even mentioned the oft-neglected slipper sock. The sock that is kind of like a slipper.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
But anyway, they're looking for a $5,000 person that would test slippers around the house for $5,000. Now, here's the next question. This is really going to cause a conundrum, if that's the correct word at this point. When you have a guest come into your house, do you have them take off their shoes or leave their shoes on? Nah, don't get into that because that causes too much of an argument. Whole other thing.
Starting your day with a smile and a dose of encouragement, too. Family Life Mornings.
A lot of people start their house hunting out online, especially now, with the pandemic. So you've got to kind of read between the lines of those listings, before you even get a realtor on the phone and ask for a showing or anything like that. So we're going to decode some common real estate listing words. See if you can figure out what these things actually mean. Okay. This house is cozy.
Small.
Small. Yep. Teeny tiny. It sounds
300,
so nice.
300 square feet.
Right, but if you've got 4 kids, you don't want a cozy house. Okay. How about charming?
Oh, man, charming. Old?
It's probably falling apart. Okay, those little quirks, like the creaky steps and things, the way that the light switch only sometimes works.
Okay.
That's what makes a house charming. Okay, this one sounds really good, right? Because if you found a car in original condition, you'd be like, oh, that's a good car, right? But if a house is in an original condition, what does it mean?
It's breaking down.
Yeah, prepare to redo everything. Okay. Okay. This is my favorite, though, because I always thought this was a good thing. But if you decode it, it's not a great neighborhood, located in a great neighborhood.
Ooh, wow, great neighborhood. I mean, first thing I think of is trees and lots of kids or something. But
I think it's probably the worst house on the block.
It means that the house you're looking to buy, not so good.
not
But the
so
place
good.
across the street, beautiful.
great neighborhood. Go visit them a lot.
The most fun way to start your day.
Family Life Mornings.
Let's go sledding, said the 91-year-old man. Yes, he had not gone sledding in about a half a century, and he decided to go down, and a lot of people were watching. But he just said, the kid came out in me, and he saw everybody else sledding, and he wanted to do it. So it made me think, it's like, what kid-like thing do you want to do when you are 91?
Yeah, we got a text from Judy in Youngsville, Pennsylvania. That's appropriate for somebody who wants to do something young. She said, I'd like to roller skate when I'm 91. Barbara in East Aurora texted us to say, how about swinging on the swings and going down the slide at the park? Guess it only works if the slide is like hot, like molten lava, right? And it's like when you were a kid.
Ouch. Hi, what's your name?
Andrea Kirkwood,
Pretend you're 91. What do you want to do?
jump rope.
That would be good. Nice one. I'm having a hard time doing that now.
Hey, it's Jude in Norwich, New York. I can relate. My mom's 91. I would love to go to the ocean and play in the sand.
My name's Bruce. I live in Fredonia.
Hey, Bruce, you're 91 right now. What do you want to do today?
Take a nap.
You know, if you're going to do that like a kid, that means you're going to have to protest it and have a tantrum about it. And just
Here's the tougher part of that kid nap. You're going to have to take a blanket and get down on the floor, but then after the nap, you're going to have to get back up again.
Getting up might be the tough part.
That's it right there.
Thanks for tuning in to Family Life Mornings. We're giving away free smiles, and we've got one that's just your size.
Well, Russell has had his leg in a cast, and obviously because of that, he can't get around and walk very well. When he does walk, he obviously has to use crutches. Well, he has a dog, and he still wants to walk his dog, so Russell grabs his crutches and puts his dog on the leash, and out they go. Well, recently, his dog has developed a noticeable limp. In fact, there are times he only walks on 3 legs and just holds the one front paw up in the air, doesn't put any pressure on it at all. So, yeah, Russell got concerned. What's wrong with my pooch? So he took him to the vet, paid for x-rays and the vet fees, which came to right around $400. And he found out absolutely nothing was wrong. You see, his pet is empathizing with its owner. He sees him hobbling around, so the dog has developed his own limp. And Russell said, despite spending all that money, I love this dog even more. How sweet that he is showing sympathy and empathizing with me. And it reminded me of what Paul said in Romans chapter 12. We are to rejoice with those who rejoice, weep with those who weep. And this pooch is thinking limp with those who limp.
A new day, a new start, a God who never changes. You're waking up with Family Life Mornings.
It's time to have a rip-roaring good time with a brand new game called It's Better Than Alphabet Soup. Now, you can play this at home. Great for the family. We may even play this on the radio eventually, but we thought we'd test it out with the 4 of us, Steve, Terese, Randy, and Brandon. Here's how the game works.
Okay.
Most of us here know the alphabet. We even know it in order. So we're going to start with A, but today's category is food, okay? Anything you can consume. Food is the category, and we're going to start. We drew straws before the game, and I'll go first. I just made that part up. I'm going first, and then it's going to be Randy second, Terese third, and Brandon fourth. And here's how Better Than Alphabet Soup works. I start with the food that starts with A. Now, anybody can get this eventually, but with the lights of the radio, and you have to get it in 3 seconds, or else you're done. You're eliminated.
Right.
And eventually we're going to have a winner here. So here we go. Category is food. You have 3 seconds to answer. I'll start with A, and I'll go apple. Randy?
Bacon.
Coffee.
Donut.
Eggplant.
French fries.
Ooh, G.
Grapes.
Ooh, G. H.
Hash brown.
I. I'm done. I'm done. J, Randy.
Okay.
Jalapenos.
Ooh, J.
Kale.
Lasagna.
Mac and cheese.
Nectarines.
Oh, orange.
Ooh, L-M-N-O. P, Randy.
Peas.
Ooh, P. Q.
I think there's a food called a quince.
You're looking something up. That's no fair.
How about quinoa?
Oh, man. Q.
I know that one.
R.
What about red licorice?
Ooh.
R. Q. R. S, Randy.
Sherbet.
The tomatillo.
T. Terese has a list in front of her.
She's got a dictionary or something there.
T. S-T. U would be the next one here.
Oh, boy.
All right, you're done. You. We'll go to V. Randy, V.
Velveeta.
The watermelon.
X, Randy.
Oh, dear.
We have a winner, and it's Terese, our winner. I think my guess would be, and I don't know, I can't see exactly because we're all physically distanced.
Yeah, I did Google A to Z foods. You didn't say we couldn't.
Well, that's true. It was not in the
That's
rules.
fair.
It was not in the rules. So
They're morning people because they love mornings and people.
It's Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life Mornings.
It's so weird. Since the pandemic started, doctors are seeing a huge increase in broken toes. And it's not from standing on your tippy toes to get your secret stash of Oreos from the top shelf. We've determined that. But we asked you for some ideas. Donna texted us from Hornell. She said, I think it might be everybody kicking the wall trying to teach their 7th graders math.
that's it. What's your name?
My name is Erin, and I live in Buffalo.
This little piggy went to markets. This little piggy stayed home. Well, that's been us since the pandemic started. But doctors are now saying there are more broken piggies. Any idea why?
I think it's because people are at home more without shoes on during the lockdown and coronavirus.
Oh, so stubbing their toes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Lots more time without shoes.
Yep.
Why is that one of the most painful things ever?
Hurts so bad. That
really
and like a
does.
paper cut.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Can you imagine stubbing your toe while getting a paper cut at the same time?
Oh, my goodness. That would be horrible.
That would be the worst.
Trisha and Erie. Well, you've probably already had this answered quite a few times, but it's because people are home more and they're not wearing their shoes.
Do you know what happens, though, when you break a toe and you don't know? Because you really can't do anything for it besides
No,
that.
you just tape it together.
No, you call a tow truck. And that'll carry you around the house. It's really a simple
They
simple
come right
solution.
away.
Yeah.
Kevin, I live in Amherst, New York. I've had this problem myself where, because of COVID and having extra time at the house, I wear slippers a lot. You don't really have as much protection. So when you bump into the corner of a chair or a table or something like that,
Right.
You're more apt to get injured.
You sound like a man of God. What do you say when you stub your toe?
Ouch.
Yeah, so it's definitely that old nursery rhyme. People are getting to number 2, and they're going crazy. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home.
No! Angry nursery rhymes. Oh. We didn't get to the wee.
You know we're friends because we're already on a first-name basis. It's Family Life Mornings with Steve, Terese, and Randy from Family Life, a friend you can turn to.
When you need to do something that you know is going to be unpleasant, but you need to do it, and so you're trying to psych yourself up to do it like really, really quick.
Yeah.
You say you got to just rip off the Band-Aid, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah. That's
And
right.
we remember that because when you were a kid, the only thing worse than getting a boo-boo was once the boo-boo healed and the Band-Aid had to come off and like half your arm hair went with it.
Right.
Our kids will not understand the phrase, rip it off like a Band-Aid. Because I'm in the store the other day in the Band-Aid section. There's a spray. There's actually a couple different brands now that you put on over the Band-Aid when it's time to take it off. It's Band-Aid removal spray. It breaks down the adhesive.
Huh.
So then the thing just comes off.
Oh, what? Huh.
There's no pain. There's no scream. There's no rip it off like a Band-Aid. Our kids will never understand.
Well, hello there, sunshine. Welcome to Family Life Mornings with Steve, Terese, and Randy.